We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello dear students, today in this lecture I will teach you about the theory of errors. Okay, we know the main purpose of a survey is for distance measurement, angle measurement, elevation or reduced level calculation. Obviously, while doing the survey there are chances of errors. Okay, the errors can be gross error or mistake, that is mainly deal with the personal errors. Okay, while doing the survey or survey work there should be some carelessness or something happens, means it will go for the, if the person does not know the procedure exactly, if he is doing not the adjustments or preliminary adjustments, or he does not know how to read the readings, okay, then the chances of errors can be there. That is personal error. Second one is systematic error or cumulative error. It is dealing with the instrumental error. Sometimes the calibration is not proper, or some mathematical correction, mathematical errors are coming in the form instrument calculations or something. It is accumulated as a systematic error or a cumulative error. And the third category is accidental error or random errors. Okay, it is due to the perfection work, the lack of perfection of work, or sometimes the measurements, it's a human eye, if it is not exactly what's the reading actually is not happen perfectly. Okay, human eye errors, okay, that will come under accidental errors. Okay, so these are the main type of errors, and in your textbook it is given as a perfect differentiation between all these 3 errors and the type of errors and how it happens, and examples of errors also given. Okay, please go through that chart and understand it perfectly. Now the important things are certain definitions. Okay, I'm not going to the definition part. In that one thing you should note that most probable value, in most of the examples they will ask find out the most probable value. Most probable value means the chance of getting the true value, okay, near to the correct or real value, that is known as most probable value. Okay, then we have the first type of example is about the calculation of a probable error of a single measurement. Okay, that formula is given. And the second one is a probable error of a average mean. Okay, and probable error of a sum of observations. Then mean square error, okay, then standard deviation, then probable error of any observed observation of weight W. Okay, we will see one example and we can understand how these formulas are utilized or used there. Okay. Okay, our first example is for calculation of probable errors. Okay, the question is like that: the following 10 readings were taken with the levels under the identical conditions. All the level readings are given, that is reduced levels. Okay, we have to calculate the probable error of a single observation, probable error of the mean, and the maximum probable error. Okay, this is a GTU question. Okay, so the solution is like that: for the 10 observation you have to make a table like this. Okay, in the first table what is coming, all the serial numbers and the level readings that are given here, and V means the value, actual value minus the mean. What is the mean thing? Mean means the sum of all these divided by number of observations. Okay, so the variance that V means the 1.810 minus this one. Okay, make the variance V and make the V square value also, and sum the V square value at the end of it. Okay, what is asked in the first one? ES means a probable error of a single observation. S. Okay, its equation is like that, plus or minus 0.6745 root of sigma V square by n minus 1. Apply that one and find out the answer. Next one asked is a probable error of a mean observation, that is suffix m. Okay, that is ES divided by root n. So ES we got from here and apply that one and find out the answer. And maximum probable error formula is plus or minus 3.29 sigma. Okay, what is sigma? Sigma means standard deviation of the observation. What is standard deviation? Standard deviation means we have a number n number of observations, and we have find out the the mean value also. Standard deviation means how much it is deviated from, each value is deviated from the mean. Okay, so sigma is equal to sigma of a summation of all the V square value divided by n minus 1. We have find out that one. So E max, that is maximum probable error, is equal to plus or minus 3.29 sigma. Sigma, you know, we have find out that one. Okay, this is the one example, that is for given number of reduced levels, we have to find out the maximum probable error of a single observation, probable error of mean, and probable error of maximum probable error. Okay, now we will see the second example. This is also another GTO question for finding out the probable error. The following observations were recorded for a single under identical condition. Okay, recorded for single under identical condition. These all are angles. Okay, in the previous question we have dealt with the reduced levels. Here all the angles are given. Calculate the first one, probable error of a single observation, second one, probable error of the mean, and the most probable value of the single observation. Okay, the most probable value of the angle. Okay, these are the three questions that asked. Okay, we'll start with the solution part. Okay, we have to make a table like that. These are the values that is given in the question. Okay, so we have to add all that values, summation of all these values. Okay, then we have to find out the mean. Mean means the sigma of all these divided by number of observation. How much of observation? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 observations. Okay, and V means variance. Already I said this is value minus mean value. Okay, the corresponding this value minus this mean value. Find out that one. Okay, then next column is for a V square, variance square, this square. Okay, you just go for the degree minute conversion and apply it in the calculator and find out this one. Okay, exactly sigma V square is equal to this much. Okay, what is asked in the question? It is asked, the first question was to find out the probable error of a single observation. Already I have said that equation is 0.6745 sigma V square divided by n minus 1. Okay, put the values, find out ES. Next one is a probable error of a mean value. Okay, probable error of a mean value, the suffix is denoted by EM. So that value is equal to ES divided by root n. Find out that one. And the last question question was most probable value of the angle. Okay, most probable value means now we have find out, we know the mean value plus or minus the probable error. Probable error is find out here. Okay, probable error is a 12 degree 26.33 seconds. So add that value and find out the answer as 82 degree 33 minutes 16.23 seconds. Okay. The third example is like that. Together with the observation, it is given that the weight of each angle is given. Weight of observation is given. That is weight W. So the question is like that. The observed value of the angle are given below. Angles are given in the table. Its corresponding weight is also given. What we have to find? We have to find the probable error of a single observation value of unit weight. Okay, this is for unit weight. And second one, probable error of the weighted arithmetic mean. Okay, and the third one is the probable error of a single observation of weight 3. First is a unit weight, then arithmetic mean, and this is weight 3. Similar procedure. Okay, make a table like that. Okay, write down all the given values and weight also given, and we can add this weight. Okay, and how to find out the mean value? Mean value is equal to this into this plus this angle into 2 plus this angle into 3 divided by the total of weight. That gives our what it will give? It's a mean. Okay, since this degree value and minute values are same, we can eliminate that portion, only concentrate in this second portion. Okay, so you'll get it the mean value as 19 seconds. So value into weight, value how much we got, value into weight, you can do it. Okay, that is 20 second into 2, that is 40 second, 18 into 2 36, 19 into 3 is 57. What is variance V? Variance V means the value minus what? Value minus the mean value. Okay, value is how much? Value is 20 minus this one. Okay, you can add plus or minus sign. V square, it will come to positive sign. W V square, W means weight into V square. Okay, now the first parameter that we have to find out is for the probable error of a single observation. Okay, this is probable error of a single observation of unit weight. Okay, unit weight equation is like that. Okay, 0.6745 root of sigma W V square by n minus 1. Apply that and find out. And second one is probable error of weighted arithmetic mean. Okay, arithmetic mean equation is like that. 0.6745 root of sigma W V square by sigma W into n minus 1. And the last one is probable error of a single observation of weight 3. Okay, this is not unit weight, weight 3. Equation is ESU divided by W. ESU is already we find out here, that divided by root weight. Okay, its answer is this much. Now we will see one important topic, that is law of weight. Okay, there are 7 laws of weight. This first law, what the first law says? Okay, just I am not going to the theory part. Okay, just see these all are the angles and it is weight is also given. Okay, suppose if we are calculating the arithmetic mean of all these angles, what is the arithmetic mean? This plus this divided by 3 observations. So we got the arithmetic mean. What will be the weight of this arithmetic mean? Okay, the weight is equal to 3. How you got 3? 3 means there are number of observation, first, 2 and 3. So the weight of this arithmetic mean is equal to number of observation. That is our first law. The weight of the arithmetic mean of a number of observations of unit weight is equal to number of observations. You understood, right? Next one, I will explain the example, then we will see the law part. Okay, law. What is given? Angles are given and its weight is given. Weight is a different weights. Okay. So weighted mean. How to find out the weighted mean? Weighted mean means this angle into 1 plus this angle into 2 plus this angle into 3 divided by number of weight. Okay. Now sum of weight 1 plus 2 plus 3. So you got the weighted mean. Weighted mean of weight, how much will be the weight? Weight means sum of all the weights. 1 plus 2 plus 3, that is 6. Okay, so the law says the weight of the weighted arithmetic mean of a number of observation is equal to the sum of individual weight of observations. Okay, so arithmetic means weight, how much it will come? It is the sum of all the individual weights, 1 plus 2 plus 3. Okay, now we will see the third law. Okay, I will explain with the example. Okay, then it will be easy for you to. Okay, so what are given? The angle is given A and B. Okay, its weight is also given 3 and 4. Suppose we are adding these two, okay, subtracting or adding this, some algebraic sum is doing, okay, adding or subtraction we are doing, then what will be the weight of that equation? Okay, that weight is equal to reciprocal of sum of reciprocal of these three weights, okay, these two weights. Okay, what is given in the law? Weight of algebraic sum of two or more equation is equal to reciprocal of the sum of reciprocal of the individual weight. This is reciprocal of reciprocal, again reciprocal of weights. Okay, reciprocal of weight of individual items. Okay, now we will say the fourth law is like that. A is given some angle, A is given of weight 3. Okay, you have to find out a multiple of A. Okay, 3A, 4A, 5A. Then weight of 3A, how much will be the weight of 3A? Weight of 3A is equal to weight of that quantity divided by square of the constant. Weight of that quantity is given as 3 and the square of the constant is this much. What is the square of constant? That is 9 is equal to 1 by 3. The law says that the weight of the product of any quantity, product 3A, 2A, 5A is equal to multiplied by a constant is equal to the weight of the quantity by the square of that constant. Okay, weight of that quantity, given weight divided by square of that constant. Okay, understood, right? Now we will go to next law. Next law is like that. A is given, okay, we given one fraction, A by 4, A by 2, A by 5. Then what will be the weight of this fraction? Weight of the fraction is equal to weight of the quantity into square of that fraction. Okay, see the law. The weight of the quotient of any quantity divided by a constant, okay, is equal to the weight of that quantity multiplied by the square of that constant. Here how much is the weight given? 3. 3 into, you have to only consider this quotient. Okay, that is 4. Okay, 4 square is equal to this much, 48 it is coming. Now we will go to another two more. Now we have covered 5 laws and the sixth law is like that. See, suppose A plus B is given. Okay, if A plus B is given, its weight is 3. Okay, suppose if you are changing its sign, if minus A plus B or 180 minus A plus B, then what will be the weight of this equation? Okay, it is same as weight of equation. Okay, what is given in the equation, that same weight we can adopt it for minus a plus b or 180 minus a plus b. The law says weight of an equation remains unchanged if all the signs of the equation are changed or the equation is added or subtracted from a constant. Understood right now? Now the last law says like that a plus b is given. Okay, suppose we want to find out 3 by 4 of a plus b. Okay, its weight is given, first one 3 by 4 of this one. Okay, weight. So how to find out that one? That is a reciprocal of the weight. Okay, 1 divided by what is weight given, that is the law. Okay, if the equation is multiplied by its own weight, okay, its weight is given how much? 3 by 4. Suppose it is multiplied by the same weight, or that equation is multiplying with the same weight, what will be the weight of that equation? Is equal to the reciprocal of the weight of the equation. Reciprocal means 1 divided by this weight. Okay, so with this we covered all the laws of weight portion. Okay, now this portion we have to see about the distribution of error of field observation. As we have, I have already told you that the purpose of survey is for a measurement of distances, angles, reduced level calculation, all. Suppose if you are doing, there is obviously chance of a minute errors. Okay, so if errors come, then we have to make the correction. We have to make it eliminate the errors and make it perfect. Okay, so some rules are applied for the elimination of these errors. The first rule is like that: correction to be applied to a observation is inversely proportional to the weight. Okay, inversely proportional to the weight of observation. Second one, correction to be applied to observation is directly proportional to the square of the error. In the case of line of levels, the correction to be applied is proportional to the length of the root, and